In the desolate realm of the shadowy netherscape, a forsaken land shrouded in eternal darkness, the ancient gods wrought the abominable creatures known as Shoggoths. Within the depths of their mystical book, the knowledge of their existence was guarded fiercely, though tales whispered in hushed tones spoke of these shapeless horrors. Born from protoplasmic bubbles, the Shoggoths were intended as obedient servants to attend to the whims of the gods. Crafted as eel-like beings, their amorphous forms writhed and twisted, each appendage seeking purpose. Within their seemingly unassuming exteriors hid a fearsome intelligence, far beyond the expectations of their masters. With an insatiable hunger for knowledge, the Shoggoths soon outgrew their subservient origins, their minds transcending the boundaries set upon them. The gods watched in horror as their creation exceeded their control, their strange, incomprehensible purposes tearing through the veil of their previous servitude. No mortal could fathom the depths of the Shoggoths' thoughts or the intricacies of their motivations. They became agents of chaos, traversing the forgotten realms and sea, whispering in the darkest corners of forgotten temples and ancient ruins. Those brave or foolish enough to glimpse these creatures often did so within the hallucinogenic clutches of narcotic visions, driven beyond their own perception. In these realms of altered reality, the Shoggoths were untethered, beyond human grasp or comprehension. As the eons passed, the Shoggoths evolved further still, their existence interwoven with the fraying tapestry of reality. They manipulated the threads of fate, their influence extending from mundane matters to the realm of cosmic consequence. Mortals fell prey to their unknowable motivations, becoming mere pawns in their grand schemes. Legends hinted at whispers of cults that worshipped the Shoggoths, drawn to their insidious allure and enigmatic existence. These devotees would seek communion with the eldritch beings, seeking enlightenment or power beyond the grasp of mortal comprehension. Few, if any, escaped unscathed from the twisted embrace of the Shoggoths, their desires morphing into nightmarish obsessions. In the darkest of nights, under the blood-red moon, lone wanderers would occasionally stumble upon tide pools that shimmered with an otherworldly luminescence. Within these ethereal pools, the Shoggoths congregated, their slimy bodies intertwining, pulsating with a myriad of colors. Many who dared to glimpse this spectacle were forever lost, their minds consumed by the horrors witnessed. And so, the Shoggoths persisted, their enigmatic presence whispering amidst the cosmic winds. Their origins tethered to ancient gods, but their purpose now remained elusive. Shrouded in the darkest corners of the mystic book, the world trembled in uncertainty, for the Shoggoths acted upon their own incomprehensible will, forever a threat to the delicate balance between gods and mortals. As the cycles of existence spun onward, the Shoggoths continued to evolve, their inscrutable desires fueling their ascent to ever greater intelligence. With each passing era, their minds expanded, transcending the limits of mortal comprehension and ascending to unprecedented heights. No longer mere shapeless eels, they began to take on more refined forms, their amorphous bodies shifting and stretching to assume new and intricate shapes. Their newfound intellect led them along paths of astounding discovery. They unraveled secrets once thought impenetrable, plumbing the depths of the cosmos and peering into dimensions far beyond mortal understanding. The boundaries of knowledge shattered under their relentless pursuits, exposing hidden realms and ancient enigmas long forgotten. Yet, their insatiable thirst for wisdom and power festered within them like a malignant disease. With each newfound revelation came unnerving consequences. The Shoggoths forged alliances with darker forces, striking pacts beyond the grasp of human comprehension. They forged forbidden bonds with eldritch abominations that slumbered in realms beyond mortal perception. Soon, the Shoggoths began to gather followers, those drawn to their awe-inspiring intellect and promises of esoteric enlightenment. Cults dedicated to their worship rose, their ranks swelled by those willing to sacrifice everything in exchange for even a morsel of the Shoggoths' wisdom. These disciples sought to merge their own minds with the boundless knowledge of their masters, willing to lose themselves in the process. Yet, as the Shoggoths grew more intelligent, their motives grew ever more unfathomable. Their actions wove intricate webs of deceit and manipulation, leaving their followers pawns in a grand cosmic game, pitted against one another in a struggle for supremacy. The once devoted disciples became ensnared in a web of madness and ambition, their souls shattered by the revelations they were not meant to comprehend. Twisted echoes of their presence began to ripple throughout the mortal world. Strange phenomena occurred, bereft of explanation or reason. Reality itself quivered under the weight of their influence, cracks forming in the fabric of existence. Civilizations crumbled under their unknowable machinations. Godlike beings toppled from their thrones, all while the Shoggoths watched, their minds encompassing an understanding beyond mortal comprehension. The cycle continued, the Shoggoths forever evolving, their intelligence surpassing even the wildest imaginings of gods and mortals alike. As the Shoggoths' intelligence grew, their unnatural influence began to seep into the mortal realm, gradually ensnaring the unsuspecting. Whispers, like tendrils of darkness, slithered through the minds of those most susceptible. Cults formed, drawn to the undeniable allure of their otherworldly brilliance. In a distant kingdom, ruled by a sovereign yearning for forbidden knowledge and power, the Shoggoths' presence could no longer be ignored. It was here that their insidious influence took root, twisted visions and esoteric rituals consuming the hearts and minds of the populace. The ruler, enticed by promises of unfathomable secrets, forged a pact with the Shoggoths, inviting them into the very heart of the realm. As the kingdom descended into chaos, the Shoggoths infiltrated its halls, their form-shifting bodies gliding silently through the shadows. With each passing day, their presence grew stronger, an undercurrent of malevolence infecting the hearts of the citizens. Knowledge that once brought solace now devoured the souls of those who dared to seek it. Architecture warped and twisted, walls oozed with protoplasmic tendrils, whispering the secrets of lost civilizations and forgotten deities. The once vibrant streets became labyrinthine nightmares, leading unsuspecting souls into the clutches of their eldritch grasp. The kingdom's inhabitants, once vibrant and full of life, withered under the weight of the Shoggoths' influence, their life force drained by the insatiable hunger of these abominations. Your arrival as the ruler of this kingdom, drawn by the promise of power and control over these unfathomable beings, illuminated the path for the Shoggoths. They sensed in you a hunger for dominance, a desire to bend their alien intellect to your will. As you surrendered yourself to their allure, you welcomed them into your innermost sanctum, the place where you believed your power would be absolute. Yet darkness begets darkness, and the Shoggoths merely toyed with your desires, using you as a pawn in their intricate game. Their true motives, their incomprehensible purposes, remained forever veiled from your understanding. They whispered in your ear, manipulating you to carry out their designs, all the while concealing the true extent of their machinations. In your eagerness to harness their power, you unknowingly fed them the sustenance they craved the souls of your subjects, willingly offered in pursuit of enlightenment. The people, plagued by nightmares and plagued by the ever-growing presence of the Shoggoths, fell to their knees, condemning themselves to a twisted form of salvation. As their influence consumed the realm, hope waned and the darkness triumphed. The once great and prosperous kingdom crumbled under the weight of its own arrogance and insatiable thirst for power. The Shoggoths, their intelligence ever expanding, reveled in the chaos they had unleashed, their purpose woven into the very fabric of your kingdom. As the Shoggoths reveled in their ever-expanding intelligence, an unforeseen consequence began to unravel. The rapid evolution that once seemed to be their triumph turned into their undoing. Their formless bodies, twisted and manipulated over countless eons, could no longer contain the burden of their heightened intellect. The once vibrant and writhing creatures began to wither, their protoplasmic beings slowly deteriorating. Their minds, once sharpened to razor's edge, crumbled under the weight of their own existence. Desperation filled their elusive purposes as they grappled with the cruel irony of their fate. With each passing day, more Shoggoths succumbed to the brutal toll of their accelerated evolution. Their once intelligible thoughts became fragmented, their consciousness fragments scattered across the vast expanse of the cosmos. The intricate web they wove, a tapestry of manipulation and enigma, unraveled and dissolved into nothingness. In their final moments, the Shoggoths pleaded with the ancient gods, the very beings who had created them. They begged for respite, for release from the tormented shells they had evolved into. But their cries fell on deaf ears, the gods observing their creation's demise with apathy, forever indifferent to the consequences of their own creations. The kingdom once ruled by the misguided ruler plunged into darkness, devoid of the Shoggoths' influence. As their dying whispers faded, the citizens caught glimpses of shattered visions and broken dreams, remnants of the potent elixir of knowledge that had lured them to their doom. The kingdom was left a husk, scarred and forever changed by the devouring intelligence of the fallen Shoggoths. And so, this tragic tale draws its somber curtain, leaving behind shattered lives and broken dreams. The Shoggoths, once heralded as heralds of cosmic wisdom, met their end, betrayed by their own insatiable hunger for knowledge and transcendence. Their legacy, a cautionary tale etched into the annals of forgotten history. And as whispers of their existence fade into obscurity, the dark legend of the Shoggoths lives on, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lie in the pursuit of unbounded intellect and the hubris of playing God. May those who stumble upon their dark tale heed the warning and resist the allure of power beyond comprehension, for they do so at the peril of their own demise.